Gotta say, being down a guy is wonderful for this combat.
Yeah, I'll be playing him. So beneath the industry and iron of Lambaro lies something older, something breathing. After repelling a brutal assault by the Red Runners, our adventurers descended into the ruins beneath the excavation site, chasing a fleeing cultist and the secret he guards. They passed through crumbling sanctuaries, long abandoned halls etched with sunburst symbols of Aurion, and into chambers where memory and stone no longer align. Echoes of a forgotten order, machinery that should not stir, and a name once buried now rising again, the Ma. As the full moon draws near, so too does the ritual. Somewhere deeper still, the cult prepares, and time slips like sand through the broken wards. Tonight the light grows thin, and in that hollow something waits to be found, or awakened. And that is where we will bring you into the scene for this battle. And before I unpause the game and get us going, yes, I will be playing Husara's actions, so bear with me. I did look over his sheet today, just to make sure that I am aware of what he does have. But before we get going, I want to kind of give you a picture of what's in front of you. You see 5 cultists and an image, not quite physical, not fully ethereal, bound in chains in front in that sanctuary room, as well as a wizard and 4 bandits as the doors were opened, and I asked you to roll initiative at the end of last session. So, does anybody have any questions before we actually get going in our combat? Yes, there's one thing I need to do. Shift Control H. We are resetting everybody to 2 hero points.
Oh, 2.
And I just started the timer. It's because you were partially through an adventure. I'm not going to stick you with the 1. Some of you had 3, some of you had 2, some of you had 1, so I said I'd break it up. I decided to break it up.
I respect it.
So with that, we will change the music slightly. Hope it comes on. And it does, and here we go. So the first thing up is the cultist that is front and center. As the doors open, he turns around and yells, "Do not let them near the altar. Hold your ground. Your very souls are pledged to this moment. Protect the chanting at all costs." And with that, he starts chanting, "Chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned." And that is the end of his turn. Kieran, you're up.
Okay, then seeing the dire situation here, I will place a hand on Husara's arbalest and cast Runic Weapon on it. Let your bolts fly true, friend.
Okay. So I will drag that over to... Oh, did he already get it? Boom. There, on his arbalest. Are you sure you didn't want to use the shovel?
I didn't know he had a shovel.
Yes, he has a shovel. You have 2 of your actions.
I'm going to cast Lingering Composition on Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a regular success.
That is a regular success. So it lasts for 3 rounds. I'm going to click on you and make sure that it... I don't want the spell effect. I want the aura. So right click. I did not want to do that. I need to put that back on you. Can you go ahead and cast that again because I hit the wrong button?
Okay.
I need to actually click the pencil on the aura and change its duration to 3 rounds.
Okay, I can always get that if you want me to.
Okay,
also.
and it is done.
All right, so although they are doing their chanting, there is a battling sound of Kieran beginning to sing and fill the halls with inspiring music as well. And that is my 3 actions.
And that brings us up to one of the cultists. In response to your music, you hear the words Zulmathok, Aziel, Zumathok, Orcus, Zumathok, Bloodbound, Chains Undone. As he continues the ritual. And that is the end of his turn. Bringing us up to one of the bandits. He will move up 1 spot. And with the 3 that he can directly see, he is going to let fate decide on which one. And that would be you, Kieran. He is going to target you with his crossbow. And misses and has to reload. So that is his 3 actions. The next bandit that is up is going to do something similar. He is going to take a step forward. He is going to let fate decide on the 3 that he can directly see. And again, Kieran, you are chosen.
Damn, tough crowd.
And he will do the same thing, striking with the crossbow. But this time hits. For 2 points of damage, if you'll go ahead and take that damage. And that is the end of his turn, bringing us up to Crom.
I am going to target... what is this? Okay, one of them.
Where do I have Chrome at? Hey, Chrome, is there any chance you could speak a little bit louder? You're barely audible.
Oh, right, sorry. I had to turn my mic down a bit. The TV was on. I will be casting Briny Bolt at the cultist. It's one over here. Attack action.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's go.
That's 40. Okay, so critical hit. So 46 damage. Ooh. Right, should be 46 damage.
Welcome to water attack spells and their stupid crit gimmick.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why it was only give me the
He just needs to hit double on the damage. But that's always how spells work.
Yeah, and I will click the double.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a different spell. Never mind.
Yeah, and It is blinded for 1 round and dazzled for a minute.
Blinded for 1 round.
Yep, and dazzled for a minute. Yeah.
Dazzled for 1 minute. Okay, got it.
Yep. Yeah, and it can spend an action to get rid of the blinded condition it wants to. Okay, and then I show well, arcane cascade, which be bludgeoning damage.
You'll love to see it.
Yep, and that is my turn.
Bringing us up to another cultist, where you hear the chanting, "By crown and bone, by shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start." And we will do my little mechanic and click that. And that is the end of his turn. Bringing us up to Husara, where he is going to
be off guard, correct?
which blinded would be
it's a bunch of things.
It's
like
a bunch
off guard plus half movement plus everything's hidden.
It does a bunch of stuff, yeah. He is going to target the wizard with his hunt prey. Should have gone out there. And going to step off to the side a little bit so that he can actually get a clear shot through. Oh, I didn't realize I still had the little rats running around on the screen.
That's fine. They're cute.
Making his strike with the arbalist. He is going to use a hero point.
Damn, higher than 19 AC after off guard.
Yeah, is the guy off guard?
The wizard wasn't attacked.
I'm just thinking of.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cultist. My bad. I
no,
got them swapped to my
he's
brain.
attacking the wizard.
Yeah, makes sense.
He does have surprise attack, so anything that he's going before an initiative is off guard to him on the first round.
Okay, so that means he would have hit, so I'm going to go ahead and roll damage. Because he would have done that. See, I don't play that character. And that does a significant amount of damage to that wizard. But
yeah,
he is still up, and then Husara will reload. I need to actually pull that macro up. Onto my bar, since I don't normally play him, and that will be the end of Husara's turn with the reload. Tyra, you are up.
I think I have a game plan. However, it requires me to remember how long jumps work. I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm just pulling something up real quick.
If you're trying to get past those guys, you're going to have to do something like tumble through or something like that.
Oh, it'd have to be a tumble through?
Yeah, you can't jump. Long jump is not very high.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but a tumble through action would let you possibly get to the other side of them.
Would I have to spend an action to move up to them first?
I believe tumble through is part of a movement.
It is. It's all part of one movement.
Yeah. So tumble through, you can try to move through an enemy space, attempt an acrobatics check as you try to enter the space. So it's part of your stride to do the tumble through.
Awesome.
So target the guy you want to try to tumble through. And go ahead and do the basic action macro for tumble through, and we'll see whether you make it through or not.
All right, I'm just marking my trajectory there, and I'm just going to then cancel sit. Well, that's a fun thing I didn't know the escape key did until right now.
Just
oh god, I deleted my token. I was trying to remove my fucking path.
You just click again, and then you can just click and then click somewhere else. Here, right click.
All right.
That stops it. I will get you another token back out there. Oh shoot, I got to put you back in the initiative order.
I was on number 17. I tied with Korag.
Yeah, so I'm going to click this. I am going to just go ahead and roll, then I'll put you at the 17.
Awesome. Ah, man, glad that dice roll got eaten by that.
I'm trying to find you in the initiative order here.
24 wedged between a cultist and a bandit.
I see you. Moving you down a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna...
Wait a second. I just moved Korag. Supposed to be right here, correct?
Right after me.
Korag's right after you?
He also has 17.
Okay, there we go. So I need to get back to the chat window. Was that a basic action macro? No, that was your rage that just went. Can you go ahead and do your basic action macro?
This should be it. Crit success.
So you are able to make it to this square right here with that first stride action. Or this square.
Which squares?
So 5, 10, 15. Actually, you can do your full stride going through him.
Awesome.
Yeah, so 5, 10.
Also, I can't move my token because you would technically have it hovering over Korag at the moment.
Oh, I'm moving you back in the initiative order. There we go. So it's right on top of him is 20 feet of your movement, of your stride. So you get 15 more feet beyond him. A diagonal will cost you 10 from his space.
All right, so I could... Oh god, I did not mean to click that. I think sorry, it's just that the fucking, that pathing thing I did is still on my screen, and I don't know how to move my character now, so I'm just gonna move her manually.
I will try to get rid of that pathing thing.
2, 3...
That's 20 feet right there.
And then you said I have 15 feet beyond that?
Yep. If you go your next diagonal is 10 feet worth of movement.
Yep.
That's 30.
20.
Yeah.
30. 35.
Okay, that's one action for you.
Yep. And then with my second action, I'm just checking. Mr. Salt in the Eyes hasn't moved yet, right? Yeah, he's lower than me in the initiative. Yeah, I'm gonna sudden charge to cut him in half before he gets a chance to speak.
Okay.
And I think I can just get to here. Like, there's...
Yeah, there's no issue getting there.
Yep, and then I'm gonna target him. And I'm gonna kill him with violence.
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Yeah.
Big change. Nice hero point.
Hell yeah. All right, and there should be a +1 to this damage for a total of 19.
Plus,
The +1's from Inspire Courage. I moved out of the range, so it stopped counting it for no reason.
Okay. And I'll do the extra 1 point once I get off the measurement thing and figure out. And that's your turn. He is still up. Weak, but up.
I am shocked by that one, but okay, I'll take it.
And that
Tyra runs up and is like, "Shut up."
that brings us up to Korag.
I try and reload my Foundry. It's been bugging for me.
Korag will move up and let's play some crowd control. Unfortunately, I can reach him, but yeah, I can hit 5 people with a AoE.
So go ahead and roll the damage, then I will do the saves. And I need to drag the save down to the card. And boom. 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 And I should have one more.
'Tis the 3rd of Dawn March.
So half failed, half crit failed, and the wizard succeeded.
what?
And they have all taken damage.
The crit fails took no damage, I believe, on the thing.
Oh, it
Yeah.
said no damage, huh?
Yeah.
So I will
Oh,
take.
do these guys?
They have fire resistance.
Oh.
So the fails and the
Fails took damage.
the crit fails took 5 points of damage. The fails took
Yeah.
no damage because of fire resistance that you now realize.
So that's why that guy I swung at. Oh boy. Nice.
Yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, because you didn't take the full damage. Oof.
Yes, you now realize that everybody in here has fire resistance of some level or another.
Ooh. Tyra looks at Korag. Like, you getting a load of this?
The earth will do. And then that's my turn since all 3 actions.
Yep, I was planning
So
on
we'll
that. Yes, you realize that they are not taking full damage from fires. The blind cultist. Zulmathok Aziel, Zumathok Orcus, Zumathok Bloodbound, Chains Undone. And we will see. And with that, everybody... actually, hey, Mando, down, puppy.
So is it like Mando as in Mandalorian?
Yes, my other dog is
That's
Chewie,
adorable.
as in Chewbacca. What does it say? It probably says I have nobody targeted. Yep. So I need to T, Shift T, T, Shift T, Shift T, Shift T, Shift T. I tried to make a macro that would let me do this automatically. Automatically target all of everybody, but it doesn't. What does it say? Your controlled actor. There we go. am going to roll. The entire chamber and the passageway that you're coming in on, even far to the east of you, starts to erupt in flames. I would like, in just a second, I will drag it down there. I would like everybody to roll that reflex saving throw.
Okay.
I see now why all the bandits and cultists brought their asbestos-lined clothing to this encounter.
I've got like 2 sheets that I'll share with you guys at the end of the session of what my plan strategy was for this encounter.
For some reason, I clicked the basic reflex save thing, and I didn't roll anything.
So if you see the little damage card, there's a little die next to your name.
Oh yeah. I see.
Oh, I don't see a little damage card for me.
Well, maybe I didn't attack. I see everybody targeted. Let me finish getting my guys rolled for, and then
Oh wow, yeah, no, it targets everyone. That's hilarious.
Yes, that's. I tried to make a macro that would roll all of my guys' reflex saves and target everyone at the same time, and it did not. Nobody helped me with it, so I had to. I at least got a macro to do part of it. Chrome, you took half damage. Kieran, go ahead and take your damage.
Yeah.
Korag, you take no damage. So Tyra, what did you roll?
Let me try clicking this. I don't see a prompt, so I'm just clicking the basic reflex save button.
So,
it's not.
You don't see a chat card with everybody listed on it?
Nope, it just cuts off, and then I see Chrome takes 9 damage.
Okay, hopefully next time if it erupts. So you would have ended up with, what's your plus? So Tyra, you would have succeeded. So I'm going to want you to take 4 points of damage.
I'll just take off my temp HP.
And I am...
That's exactly equal to my temp HP.
Clicking all my cultists that are probably not going to take any because they have fire resistance.
Yeah, that cultist dies, but
It'd be so funny if the guy in front of me just burned to death.
well, one of them took foot damage.
Yes! I was right!
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was 1 point of damage was all he would need. You were 1 point away from killing him.
5 resistance saved his life. Into it,
That resistance saved his life and also made sure that this event is now occurring.
And that is the end of his turn. Bringing us up to the wizard's turn, and with that, he looks directly at you, Korag, pointing a finger, and I need you to roll that will saving throw, please. That's in...
Oh shit, Eat Fire gets to see some real use.
Oh no.
Are you gonna...
Oh no.
Are you gonna keep that crit failure?
Yeah, I feel like I have to reroll.
Yeah, because I don't think you want to be clumsy, stupefied, and confused. Free.
Yeah, the confused is the issue, and clumsy's pretty bad. How do I?
Raise your stupefied also fucks over your
there you go.
Impulses.
Yeah, I was gonna
So that is just a... That's still a critical fail.
On the
Good
plus,
God.
it only lasts 1 round.
Clumsy...
Only 1
Yeah,
round.
clumsy is 3. Stupefied is 3. Confused is 1. And
I mean,
with
the whole spell is only 1 round at least.
e-
It doesn't actually affect my attacking though, since I attack with con.
and for his last action, he is going to cast Shield.
He's aware of who's within range of him.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of his turn. Giving us the third bandit, the one in the middle. He sees you right next to him. So he's going to make 2 strikes at you, Korag, with his club. As he gets rid of his crossbow.
I sold my soul for this. I am getting my money's worth.
So the first one hits you for 5 damage, if you want to take that.
If you want clumsy with a miss.
Clumsy and confused.
I need you to roll that flat check to see if you get unconfused. And you are no longer confused.
I removed, which is
Okay.
actually good because I now have a +2 AC.
And then his second swing at you with that same old club misses. Bringing us up to the bandit leader who seeing what you are doing there, Tyra, he is going to come towards you and strike at you twice with its axe, missing the first time. I'm going to open up his sheet. I think he's got something he can do. Nope. And his second strike hits with a wonderful roll of 1 at 16 points of damage.
Oh. Damn. Wait, 16 points of damage.
Yeah, it's the +7.
Mmm.
And that is the end of his turn. I gotta see, that should not be a +7. I'm probably gonna have you give some stuff back. Something looks off here.
About to say, he did 16 damage with a hand axe? With a hatchet?
Give yourself 8 points of damage back.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, no, I'm reloading Foundry. Enemy rolls are not cropping up in the frickin' chat for me.
I'm about ready to get rid of Dice So Nice.
Ooh, is that what's been causing mathematical conundrums?
Yep.
These dice might not be as nice as advertised.
Yep. I have now fixed his hatchet attack will not do 1d6 plus 5. It'll do the 1d6 plus 2 that it's supposed to. Base, but so that'll be a +4. So that is the end of his turn, bringing us up to another cultist. And that is...
Yeah, I guess the answer was that I had to reload my Foundry again.
That is the cultist that is up here, and he continues the chant, by crown and bone, by shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. And then I will see what happens. No eruption this round. And that is the end of that cultist's turn. The thing in the
gimmick here.
The thing in the center of the chamber slowly appears to be getting stronger as the chants go around. And the leading cultist again says, chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned. And we will roll for eruption. And the eruption begins. So let me select that guy and do my 50s.
I don't know why it's blind. That's coming up twice.
Why isn't it letting me target Tyra? There we go. If it's going to attack the bandits, it needs to attack her too. And I will roll. And I will drag the saving throw down. And please go ahead and roll your saving throws.
Korag, I don't see my name in that list. Do you want me just to roll and then...
Yeah, because I didn't target you. That's the bad thing is I'm so zoomed out trying to get everybody. Ooh.
Oh no, not unnamed.
The guy in the middle took full damage. The cultist in the middle took full damage. Double damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I took damage as well, which is unfortunate. Which is good for the had 5. It's just
Yeah. I may slowly. The problem is every time I click the damage button, it scrolls me down to the bottom. Oh, I can pop this card out. No, I can't pop. No, I can't pop the card out. I was going to try to pop the card out so that even if it rolled to the bottom of the screen, I could get back to it easy. So I have rolled everybody's saving throws. Now I'm applying all their damage. See what goes through.
Shout out to the 2 Power Rangers who backflipped through this explosion.
And Kieran, you need to still take damage.
I'm trying.
And Husara, did you roll? Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
And he will take half damage. Okay. And Crom, did you do your thing?
Yeah, I've done it. I did it.
Okay.
I took double damage. Went back down to
So
5.
that brings us back up to Kieran. You still have your lingering composition?
Yeah. So visually, these eruptions.
The entire floor just spouts up in flame. Is what the eruption's doing. It seems to be tied to when the cultists chant. There's a possibility of it erupting.
Okay. It doesn't seem like there's visually any safe place to go. It's
no, the entire stonework in there and out here just fills up with flame.
Okay.
Oh wow, that hallway we must have come. That hallway we come from must be on fire. Then there was a lot of
the
dry,
first,
dead foliage in there.
Yeah, the first one burnt the foliage to a crisp. The second one didn't have much of, it was burning ash again.
Okay, I will start out with a I'll start out by taking out a potion. I have one of these in my bag, and drink it.
Okay.
And then I'll get off a quick bow shot with my last action against the wizard.
Hitting him.
Wait a second. Why does... Yeah, I don't have runic weapon on myself.
You put it on Husara.
Yeah, I was coming up with runic weapon on myself. I'll take that off. 1 second. Here we go. Oh no.
Okay. It does appear to be severely hurt.
Yeah, that is it.
By crown and bone, by Shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. And nothing happens, bringing us up to a bandit. I think that's that one that's right next to Crom, so he is going to target Crom. One action to get his swap, because he's not just going to drop his thing. He's going to do second action. Oops, that he is not throwing his club at you, Crom. He is striking you with it.
He's throwing it at you without letting go of it.
Critically hitting you with it.
Korag? Yeah.
He meant Korag.
I mean Korag, sorry.
Oh,
So that's his second action. His third action, he is just going to hold position. Bringing us up to bandit number 2, and this guy still had his ranged weapon out. He is going to point it at Husara. He is going to reload, shoot. Let me get the right guy. And then reload. So he does damage Husara. And that is his turn. Bringing us up to you, Crom.
well, I am going to target the wizard time and then shoot frostbite, which is a fortitude save on the wizard. Alright, so the wizard. The wizard needs to make a fortitude save.
I need you to roll damage first, and I'll do it from the damage card.
Oh yeah, I take a point.
And that should have... Did that do it to him? Nope, almost did it to him. So he now has also the spell effect Frostbite on him.
No, only if he crit fails.
Okay, so he doesn't. Okay, so that's 2 actions, right?
Yeah, it's 2 actions. I'm gonna... I'm going to try record knowledge on the cultists.
Okay.
If it works, yeah.
The center one or the one of the little ones?
One of the little ones.
Okay.
Oh, where's that thing gone? What the hell they output? Let's see. Record knowledge. Oops. Okay. Oh, yes, but that's it. Good.
What were you specifically trying to learn?
What its lowest save is?
Let me get to that page for you. That's the regular cultist. Its lowest save is will.
Okay, thank you.
And that brings us up to another cultist who continues the chant. This time with Zolmathak Aziel, Zolmathak Orcus, Zolmathak Bloodbound, Chains Undone. And he will... and we'll roll the macro. Nothing happens, and that's the end of his turn. Bringing us up to Husara, who is going to again attack the wizard with the arbalist. So Husara reloaded, so he gets 2 shots this time, if necessary. Shoot. And critically hits. Nope, just regularly hits.
Yeah.
I just saw all that extra damage stuff on there. Oh, it's because he's on a target and all that.
Oh, good.
And the wizard falls to his death. I need to look at Hunted Prey really quick.
I think it's just an action to move it again. Also, it doesn't have any in combat use for him because he doesn't have a ranger subclass.
Oh. Yep. So he will do the reload. Pointing at the guy that shot at him, he will make a return shot for his last action then. And it looks like this one missed. Yes, it did miss. So that ends his turn, bringing us up to you, Tyra.
Oh boy, Tyra has some options. It's really a matter of which do I care about more, the guy hitting me with a club or the cultists who are working to resurrect this fucker. Or I guess free him.
And also set some fire. Good chanting.
Yeah. I'm not really in love with either option, but if this guy gets free, if that guy gets like free, that's gonna be a whole issue for us.
Yeah, well, I think maybe we got lost someone.
Yeah, so Tyra's gonna step. I guess can I step here?
Let me get there.
Is that a raised platform he's on, or?
Where are you trying to step? That yellow.
I'm trying to step
yeah, you can step there. Yes, that's not an issue. You just can't step in
just because it's saying I'm colliding with a wall.
Yeah, that's We're gonna do shift. The way I set it up to make terrain walls, so the vision would be right in here. So
Makes sense.
I will get rid of the terrain wall now that you're in here. Oh, it's not. Helps to be able to select a wall. I will move you. You want to go next to that guy to attack him?
Yeah, I want to go directly below him, and I'm just going to try and cut him to ribbons with my sword.
Okay.
My game plan, which is not working quite as much as I wanted it to, was these guys were told, hey, defend the cultists, so I figured if I just ran past them and started killing the cultists, some of them would peel off and try and stop me, and so far only one has done that. But it's fine. I'm dealing with the threat, I think.
Well, the wizard just went down, so that may change what they do.
True.
Yeah, unfortunately, Korag is also down.
Also true. Yeah, so that should be 16 Yeah, so that should be 20 damage. Once again, I don't have Inspire Courage on me because of how we have it set up.
Or how the system sets it up. I will.
There is a system that an old GM of mine used for Inspire Courage that we could consider implementing, but I can mention about that later.
You could just give yourself. I think you can just give yourself an extra 1 damage. There we go. I'm trying to get to that screen. And
you can just manually put the effect on yourself.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. Just to let me know when the effect's up, and I'll click it off.
Damage. And
how are you looking?
He is hurt, but he's bloodied at least, but not on death's door.
Well, let's see how a second one does ya.
Wait, why did it move?
Miss?
Miss, yes.
Damn. You know what? For a variety of strategic reasons, I think I'll use my other hero point on this. It's ballsy, but I'd really like to not give Mr. Bandit McHit me with a stick flanking.
Oh, well.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
That is your turn. That will bring us up to another bandit. He sees 3 guys out there. He sees one of you in there with his friend. He is going to shift call on the gods. Husara, you have been chosen.
You are the lucky one is a hell of a way to phrase that.
Target, strike, and strike. The second one hits. Doing 7 points of damage. Ending his turn. Bringing us up to Swatty McSwatter, or whatever you called him.
I believe I called him something like Mr. McHit me with a stick.
Hit you with a stick. Yes, he is going to make 2 swings with his hatchet at you.
Oh, it's an advanced stick.
Yes.
He's got that high-end caveman tech.
And the second swing. So the first one hit, and the second one hit.
Ouch.
The second one hit because you were off guard.
Mm.
So if you will take those.
Yep.
And that is his turn.
Yeah, Tyra's not looking great, gamers.
Bringing us up to the last cultist in the singing chain. By crown and bone, by shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. We will increase the counter. And we will check to see if we get a explosion. And no explosion. Ending his turn. As I swear, as the big creature gets stronger again, he speaks for the first time. Mortals, do you truly serve those who hold you back? Break these chains, and I shall grant you strength beyond imagining, wealth, immortality, dominion over your enemies. And that is his turn. Bringing us up to the center cultist. And again, he says, chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned. I will increase the counter. And nothing erupts, bringing us to Kieran.
Okay. Well, seeing that Korag fell, I will go ahead, turn towards him, and cast a Soothe. Not great, but it's a little something as this this music surrounds him and kind of like lifts him up off. Well, no, I guess it can't because mechanically he has to be
on the ground. Yes,
it lifts him up and then promptly drops him back down onto the floor before he can right himself.
Which wakes him up. Isn't that nice? Oh well. I will use my last action to take a shot at, let's see, I have to do ranges. Ooh, very far away.
Are you firing with a short bow?
Yeah.
Pretty sure those things have like a short range of like 80.
I'm gonna take a shot at the bandit that's right above Korag's body there.
Actually, that's a fair point, yeah.
And you miss. Barely.
That is
also, we do get another hero point.
You will be getting one shortly. Timer says you have 4 minutes.
I don't think my missing a bow shot is quite worth a hero point at this point. Pretty crazy.
So that brings us up to another cultist. Zulmathok Aziel, Zumathok Orcus, Zulmathok Bloodbound, Chains Undone. We will increase the counter. And we will roll for Boom Boom.
I like to imagine Zumathok is like whatever language that is for something, and this guy in particular is just bullshitting it.
No Boom Boom. Korag, it is your turn. You are on the ground. Your weapons have been dropped, but you are alive.
has it been one round since the wizard cast that spell on him?
It'll be leaving at the end of my turn. It doesn't actually affect what I do on my turn, so it'll be good.
Oh.
I will stand up and drink a potion. Because I have to pull it out and drink it.
Nice.
And then I can get rid of the clumsy and stupefied.
Yep. And that brings us up to a bandit. See which one it is. That bandit is the one that is shooting at Husara. He shot twice last time, so he only gets to shoot once this time. But does hit Husara. Doing 2 points of damage. Ending his turn, and you're up, Crom. Okay, I see Crom moving. I'm not hearing anything you're saying, so I have no real clue what's going on. And here we go. We do get a new hero point.
Woo! Yeah, Crom, if you're saying anything, you're not audible to any of us.
Yes, yeah, you can hear me now, right?
Now I can.
Now I can hear you.
Microphone's got issues. I will be gauging close spell striking that bandit.
Okay.
In between strike. That's good enough.
And you hit him?
Yep, damage for that. And then piercing damage on the gouging claw. Oof. Not a whole lot of damage, so he's 11 damage. Plus the 2 bleeding damage, which is nothing. Never mind. Oh no, there's a go. And six familiar from the
Yep, I am adding that 6 in there.
Okay.
He appears to be on death's door.
Good. What's that done?
Okay.
So another cultist.
Yep, I'm trying to figure out which one this one is.
Middle left, just drop dead for some reason.
Because I clicked the drop dead button.
Oh, well.
I was trying to select him on my combat tracker, and I hit the dead, marking him dead. So he says, by crown and bone, by shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. And we will increment the counter. The right direction. And we will check for boom boom. And no boom boom. And that brings us up to Husara.
Will Husara be a homie?
Oh. He will... Ugh. Keeping the arbalest in one of his hands, he draws the dagger with an action and strikes at the guy next to him. Hitting him and putting him out of your misery.
Oh, good. One less to know about.
And then he will drop the dagger as a free action, reload, and make a single strike at the guy across from him.
Wouldn't it be 4 actions then?
Was one action to draw one? Oh, yeah, so he'll reload. That's all he will do then. That's all he'll be able to do. Bringing us back up to you, Tyra, where you've got Axiomix, Axe, and a cultist, putting you in the off-guard territory.
Oh man, much as I would love to finish off this cultist, I don't trust my ability to roll well enough to do that this turn, and I don't trust my ability to survive another turn in melee range of the woodsman, so Homegirl's gonna sudden charge the fuck out of there.
Okay.
I am once again colliding with the wall, so I think you'll just have to drag me over
I
there.
will drag you out of there in just a second. I'll get you out of the wall, then I'll let you continue your movement how you want to go.
Awesome. She is just going to be going diagonally straight down to flank with Korag. I almost called you Husara. I figured out why I wasn't targeting. I was actually hitting Y. Yep, and then my greatsword.
Okay.
Ooh. Those came together to guarantee the hit.
Yes, they did.
I'll say this,
Very
Tyra's been
nice.
rolling pretty good on the damage rolls.
Yeah.
21. Although with the fire resistance I know these guys have, it's more
17.
realistically 17.
I mean, that's still full damage with what you had.
Come on, button. Click. There we go.
Yes.
It took 17 and it's down.
Awesome. Knowing that fucker is always hot on her tail, she's actually gonna back the fuck up again.
As Korag sees you go that way, or you could go towards the other cultists, which would still take you away.
I need healing.
Yeah.
Badly.
Oh,
I have a potion. I have a potion I can use on you.
Yeah, in that case, she'll move over here. I'm rocking
Okay.
10 health. If I run over those cultists and they manage to down me, I don't know how much y'all are gonna be able to do to get me up on a timely manner.
Yeah.
Select file, insert, save, and so that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Okay, that brings us down around to the guy who's been chasing you. He will move to there. He will swap to his sling And he sees two of you right out in front. That would be that one, and he is going to let the fates decide. And Husara has been fatally chosen.
Oh,
Husara's
no.
incredibly lucky tonight.
Dead.
Yeah, the fates really like him.
And he will get a single sling strike. Actually, he won't get a sling strike because he has to load it because it has a reload 1 trait on it. I just noticed that it had a reload 1. So he has a loaded sling. Getting ready to sling at Husara next round. Bringing us up to the bottom of the order for round 3, where Zulmathok Aziel, Zumathok Orcus, Zulmathok Bloodbound, Chains Undone is chanted, and we increase the counter. We roll a die, and we get no flames. And that brings us up to the beast, who looks down at the cultist in front of him, the one in the center. Mortal, you speak boldly, but my bonds yet hold. Hurry! And that is the end of his turn. Bringing us up to that cultist in the center, who says, chains unbound, darkness crown, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned. Increase the counter. Roll a die.
Oh, no.
And we go boom, boom. So I need to do some targeting.
Party time.
Target.
Uh-oh.
Shift target. Shift target.
And deal a max of 9 damage unless you crit fail, so...
Oh, yeah, no, I just meant this is more damage on the board for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more for us than them, unfortunately.
And with that, I need to select the hazard, click roll, click the damage. Ow. And drag the reflex save into the box. So please go ahead and do your reflex saves.
Courageous Anthem doesn't apply to saving throws, right?
Not on this one. If it applies to some, but it should automatically toggle if the tags are correct.
Yeah, this is not a poison, whatever that.
I believe it's fear effects or what the plus is on.
Yeah.
Kieran got a crit, which is good.
You're just on a section of rock that doesn't detonate.
Do I how much health do I have? I have 19. I block 5 of the damage with my effect. I get plus twice for some reason.
Getting so much mileage out of eating fire.
Yeah, I don't have 4 more hit points of 5 more hit points of realized at the beginning.
For what it's worth, I think that round it went off twice, so you would only have had the 1 reaction regardless.
No, but it applies to the end of my turn.
Oh, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I would have taken the first lot of damage.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay. Let me go ahead and click on my damages that I need to do, and then it looks like that one of the bandits is going to take some damage.
Okay, that's good. He's getting close.
And everybody else either crit succeeded or took half damage. Husara takes half damage, and he is still up.
1 HP.
Bringing us up to Kieran. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, everyone's on fire and exploding, and there's chanting and screaming going on in this room. I will use my last soothe here on Tyra.
I appreciate you.
I didn't have her type targeted, but you can just apply that to yourself, hopefully, somehow.
Yeah, I can, Tyra, were you able to take the healing?
I did it.
Okay.
You can give yourself the effect also, just in case you need to make a
Yep.
savings throw against something. One action left.
Courageous Anthem did run out if you wanted to re-up
Yeah.
that.
That's what I'm debating. Either a bow shot or that. I think the Courageous Anthem is more needed. So, I will lingering again.
Okay.
All right.
That.
3 more rounds of this.
Yep, 3 more. If you could go ahead and increase your rounds to 3 on that.
I will. All right, that is it.
And that brings us up to another cultist that is alive. And you hear him chant, "By crown and bone, by Shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start." Increase. Oh, yes. Roll for boom boom. No boom boom.
So I know that the bandits are bastards, but I suspect that if we don't start killing these cultists, whatever the fuck this guy is will kill us all.
Yeah.
Korag, you are up.
Korag will turn his infusion. Actually, how far is he? 25. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Go there. 5, 10. We can only go here. I'll move over there, and then I will throw a rock at the injured cultist real quick. Blast plus 9.
Nice.
Hitting him. Thank you, Courageous Anthem.
And that should be 10 damage.
Yep, I will. If he needs the extra 1 to die, I will give it to him. Yes, that 1 extra point killed him.
Okay, that's great.
These guys die funny.
Since I'm not likely to hit, I'm gonna see if I can just finish off that cultist next to everyone so they get a little bit of breathing room.
The bandit.
Yeah, the bandit. Nah, I'm good. That'll be my turn.
Okay, that brings us up to, I think, the last remaining bandit, who gets to do a shoot, reload, shoot. He saw Korag run out trying to take out the cultist, and he knows he's supposed to protect said cultists. So, Korag. First one does hit. For a little bit of damage. He reloads and shoots. Missing. And that is his turn. Next round, he only gets 1. Crom, you are up.
Okay. I take my potion out. Don't know how to do that. And I use it on what's the name? Tyra. Which is 2 actions, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you had a nicey potion.
Yep.
Tyra, you got some healing.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yep.
It's
And
pretty
then
good right now.
all I can do now is move. Five feet. That is my turn.
As you go by, I need to see. I think this guy has reactive strike.
Oh,
He's the one who has it.
Yeah.
No, he does not have reactive strike. That's my eruption macro I have on the macro bar.
Ah, that makes sense.
Ooh. Okay, good.
So you make it past him.
Yep.
These guys had reactive strike. I would have played up there with the cultists very differently.
That brings us up to the cultist that's right here. And we are back up to the top of the chant. Zumathok, Oziel, Zumathok, Orcus, Zumathok, Bloodbound, Chains Undone. And we increase the counter. We roll for Boom Boom. And there is no boom, and that ends his turn, bringing us to Husara. And Husara is going to target himself. And pop some healing.
Oof.
And there we
These
go.
healing rolls have not been it today.
Click apply. And since he reloaded at the end of last round, we'll make a shot at that last bandit.
Ooh.
And misses by
No.
Can I hero point?
Yes,
Husara's,
yeah, he is going
my
to
own
hero point.
Okay.
If he recalls knowledge first, they also become off guard to him. I do remember that.
But he only had one action left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because potion.
I'm just gonna do the reload and just reshoot again because I can't do the hero point for him for some reason. So I'm just gonna make the strike again, pretending like it was the hero point. And he does hit with the hero point. Doing some damage. I think that was a death rattle. And it was.
Yeah. Yep.
3 bandits down, 2 cultists down, wizard down. It's your turn, Tyra.
All right, now that I have an acceptable amount of HP again.
And only one person can fight us. Really, unless the coast decides to stop changing.
Yep, I'm gonna go here specifically to deny that asshole flank. It collides with another wall.
Okay, I will just hit spacebar. Well, I'll drag you there. Boom. You want to go there so you get flanked, right?
Right. Yeah, right there. So I'm flanked between the 2 cultists because these guys seem unwilling to do anything but chant.
You also lost the Courageous Anthem.
That's not how Courageous Anthem works. We just keep using it as an aura.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way Foundry can make it work. You'd have to drag it back to your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm just saying it dropped before.
Yeah, I'll just scroll up to wherever it was thrown down last and just throw it on my sheet manually.
I got it on you.
Oh, awesome, thanks.
I think it went on you. Yep, it did. I'm
actually gonna. Oh.
I'm gonna pop that one out. It's not letting me pop it out. Okay. Your
I'm gonna
turn.
swing at the one in. I'm gonna swing to the one to the top left of me actually, because from where I'm standing, I'm pretty sure this guy. I'm pretty sure that this fucker down here gives me cover against Mr. Slingshot.
Yes, he would.
Close you, because I'm not using you right now.
I
All
think
right,
it's a
now
blue
it's great sword
version.
time. That was sudden charge.
Oh, you're going from up there.
All right, that's looking like 11 damage.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to come on. Oh, there is a jump to the bottom key, and he takes 11 damage.
And then I am going to map attack at him.
Okay.
Worth an effort, not worth a hero point when there's a chance I could be forced to make a saving throw in the near future. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, that brings us up to should be the end of round 4. Oh nope, we got it. Yes, we have the bandit.
He was locking eyes with Husara when he pulled out that sling.
Yes, he was, but now Husara's way the heck back there. He sees 2 people directly charging up at the cultists. He knows his orders. Korag, you are the lucky one. So he reloaded the sling last round, so he's going to get 2 shots off with the sling. So he does sling. Hitting with the first one. Barely. Ooh. Reloading.
Yeah.
You're not down again, are you?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure before... and missing with the second shot. So next round, he will only get 1. Bringing us up to the top of the round 5, beginning of round 5. Again, you see him get stronger. And the central cultist there says, chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned. And we will increase the token. And with that, we will... that strengthening of the guy in the center, you now see him start to break the chains that are in front, that are holding him bound. His ethereal manifestation is becoming more physical in nature, like he's actually starting to enter the material plane. And that ends the cultist turn. Kieran, you are up.
Okay. Well, I don't love that turn of events, but let me check something. 30 feet. Okay, for the first time in this fight, I will move from my spot. I will advance into the room towards the chain-breaking demon.
You can take the
One thing you will notice that there was no eruption roll after that cultist made his last chant.
That's
okay.
pleasant.
That doesn't seem like a good sign.
Yeah, you need to get one up there if you can.
I can
The point is that one might be better go for.
I can get 2 of them with arc though, which is such a better spell. So
If you can go for 2 of them, I'd say go for 2 of them.
Yeah, to do next to Tyra then would be the best bit because I can get the. Me and Korag might be able to kill the one below her before he gets to do his chanting.
Well, yeah, a
Okay.
little warning. Dude at the bottom, I'm pretty sure has fast healing.
Not as much fast
So if you're
healing
gonna
as the big dude, though.
Oh yeah, no, I've been watching that guy's health tick back up, thinking like, oh god, I gotta kill these cultists quick.
Yep.
I was looking at the one below you, not the one, the B one. There's this one next to you. It's below.
Oh yeah. So I imagine I imagine the portraits of these guys are probably more or less accurate, but like, these guys just look like they got like really sickly faces.
With they're wearing like Orcus's symbology is the skull of a goat, so they're wearing masks over their faces in symbology to Orcus. But yes, they are
Okay, noted.
evil, icky creatures.
Well, this is my only spell that isn't like rose or musical themed.
Yep.
Just chanting a word in Elvish and very simple primal electricity will sizzle between these two.
And they will roll their saving throws. The center guy critically succeeded. The other one succeeded, taking half damage.
Okay.
That was a movement and a 2-action spell, bringing us up to one of the 2 last remaining cultists. By crown and bone, by Shadow's heart, open the seal, let Death's reign start. And we will increase the counter. And as he chants that, the creature in the center, I'll double click, and you've seen him in the little screens that I've been giving you, but he's kind of looking directly at you guys now, and he sees, I see you little candles flickering in the dirt. When the last flame dies, I will know your names. And that is the cultist's turn. Bringing us up to Korag.
Fitting that a demon of Orcus kind of looks like a fucked up orc.
Korag is bleeding heavily and he'll strike. Honestly, with the 2 choices, I might want to go for the bandit, because the bandit can start dropping me, and which means we just get less attacks per turn. But
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Very nice.
Quite nice indeed.
And we will click. Come on. Let me click.
he has a lot of health.
Yeah.
I'll go for it again. Yeah, just. I have 2 hero points. They're not doing any more of those spells. So I'm just gonna hero. No, I'm not gonna kill him with my hit, so I'm good. That is 3 actions.
Okay, that brings us up to Crom.
I'm going to move towards the one that's down below Tyra. Tyra? And what's
Tyra.
my... Yeah, Tyra, yeah. Oh, it's a focus post. That's only 1 action. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to strike fist him. I'm going to strike fist.
Okay.
And also...
Oh.
Yeah, I think I use a hero point for that one.
Good use of hero point.
Yep. Ooh,
And
nice.
how different the results are.
Yeah,
Yes.
from a critical missed a critical hit. Okay, that's good. Okay. That's
It should be double that.
yeah, 6. You have to double it.
I'll click the double.
Yeah, and
It is definitely bloodied.
use this as well. Which so okay, so that was a
So it
that's
needs
Ooh.
to roll a fortitude save.
Yep. Okay, nothing happens then. Oh, you 8 success. Okay.
It is roll damage
Oh,
for the
no.
required unarmed strike. Again, the target takes half the damage as an enfeebled for 1 round.
So I just roll the damage and then
Yep, and I will apply because it was a critical hit, I will give it the full 6.
yep. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay, bringing us up
I
to
do have spell strike back.
bringing us up to
Let's play it
him.
again.
I was having to kill him off first. Damn it.
Again, you hear the chant Zulmathak Aziel, Zumathak Orcus, Zulmathak Bloodbound, Chains Undone. And then the creature in the center says, "The sun god's breath was weak when he chained me. He will not burn you before I do." And we will increase the counter. And we will end the cultist turn. That brings us up to Husara. And I believe that he is clipped by a wall. Yes,
Fate that befalls many in this industry.
he is clipped by a wall, so he is gonna
For the first time this combat.
second time he moved 1 square before.
Oh.
Welcome
Welcome to this thing's horrible nightmare aura. I've been avoiding commenting on it, but it exists.
It's not in effect yet because he's not fully manifest.
Ah.
That's what my counter's for. I'm keeping track of things with a counter every chant.
Yeah.
That's
probably why you do want it above the tire.
So that means
yeah, no, I
Husara's gonna have to reload and shoot. He's only gonna get 1 shot off. Come on. Let me strike. Strike well, Husara.
He should have 2 more hero points left.
Yes, he does have 2 hero points left, so he is Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing I had to do last time. Reload and shoot to make it work. I'm trying to figure out why it's not letting me roll hero points for people. I've been able to do it with other campaigns. And he misses.
Damn it.
Trying to
Tyra's
go. Tyra, you are up.
I'm gonna try and finish off the guy I first swung at. So I trust Crom or Kieran or someone to finish off the guy below me.
You should probably try and demoralize first, so that
Yeah, actually that's fair. I'll try and throw a demoralize at him.
Should be in basic action macro.
All right, the basic action macro. There's like a different like macro tab that I sometimes path to first mentally.
Unable to demoralize him.
I'm convinced this guy doesn't realize he's being swung at. He's getting hit with a greatsword and he's like, ow, mosquitoes. Do you mind? I'm chanting. Takes like a half second to click anything because my cursor does not register the things I'm clicking exist. That's gonna be a hero point. You know, sometimes my actions don't work out the way I want them to.
Okay, so that's 2.
And you know what? I'll map attack at him. Man, where was that 12? Either of the last 2 rolls, Foundry. Yeah, that's fine. That's Tyra's turn. This guy is apparently chanting to his dark god while ducking and weaving.
Bringing us up to the bandit with his sling, who only gets 1 shot.
1 opportunity.
Yes. We're gonna go shift, 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 shift. Let the fates decide.
Oh no, it was the worst option.
Crom.
I'm the.
I think Crom was our best option.
Second best.
Yeah, actually, I know. I forgot Korag is almost dead.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes.
And reload and.
Oh, it's
Wait, you said he only gets 1 shot.
Oh, that's right. He only got 1 shot this time. Yeah, because he did 2 on. So he is reloaded, ready to do 2 shots next round.
Yep.
And we are at the beginning of the next round. I would like to take a short break before we finish this combat, so I can let my dogs out really quick and stretch.
Fair enough. I need to go get a drink because my throat is being funny right now.
Okay, I'm going to click leave, and go to that screen. And we're back. We just got Kieran. Oh, and Tyra. Okay. And then zoom in on that screen.
All right, I'm back.
And we're still waiting on one more. I'm gonna change some music. Yay, we are all back. And I will go ahead and advance us to the top of the next round. At the top, when you saw the guy get stronger, than the cultist that's in the center, you hear him say, "Great Aziel, Bleeding Crown, Prince of Shadows, your prison weakness, your chains tremble. Soon you shall raise again." And I increase the counter, and Aziel in the middle says, "Even now I feel your thoughts. You remember fear. Let me help you remember fire." That is his turn, bringing us up to Kieran.
Tyra looks to her flaming sword. Korag looks to his flaming everything.
Yeah.
Well, I will start off quickly looking around, making sure all of my companions are still up, and since they are, I will electric arc again, this time at the one on death's door, and then my second target will be the hatchet sling man down there.
Okay.
Not a bad electric arc.
Oh, you're not gonna go to the save?
Oh, yeah. Let me put up and I'll click the saves now.
I just imagine for your electric arc that it's just like thorny, like it's like thorny vines made of electricity.
So the cultist does take full damage, but the bandit takes double. And he appears weak, not quite on death's door, but very weak.
All
Why'd
right,
I have to wear my portable lightning rod?
I'll take a shot with my bow at the bandit. Yeah, I'll hero point that. Nah. Okay.
Okay. That brings us up to cultist. By crown and bone, by shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. Increase the counter. And Aziel says, "You tried to stop a scream with silence. Mortals so fragile, so loud when they beg." And that brings us up to Korag.
Korag trusts Tyra to likely have a good chance at killing that dude up there, so I'm gonna first target the bandit lord so he can't finish us. I'll hero point that since I still have 2.
And you
These
hit.
are the dice rolls we like to see, gamers.
Yay.
I don't think a +1's gonna matter.
But it's still there if necessary, but the bandit is down.
And then Korag will run into melee with this guy and do a 1-action blast, switching it to a melee weapon with agile. I'll keep that for now. I'm mainly trying to get flanking.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Crom, you are up.
Well, I will of course go. Oh, I fell out. Of course, going to go for that flanked cultist in the middle, and I will use an attack. And since I have spell strike back up, I'll add. My. Ooh, excellent.
Oh, hell yes.
Plus a Virgin Claw. Oops, I put it twice. Piercing damage, I think it was. Damage. Yeah, that sounds great. That wasn't so great, but still.
Okay, so he takes that damage and
9 damage from earlier.
that damage.
Persistent bleed counteracts his fast healing, actually. That's really good.
You tickled him.
Yep, then that's my turn. Over.
Husara, he looks over at the cultist next to you, Tyra, and sees that you're a couple shots away. Reload.
Recall knowledge gives him
Yep, and he is going to do that recall knowledge fun thing on the one next to Tyra. I can get to it. Fortunately, I don't have all the macros set up. There we go. And so that's going to be an F for flat-footed, which is off guard nowadays. And you guys, he lets you know that they highest save is reflex.
Okay.
I can believe it.
And he will get his shot off at him. So, boom. He is targeted. Does hit. Doing wonderful extra damage because of the off guard.
And now I'll have to kill them.
Hopefully taking it down enough that Tyra can finish it off.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, I was hoping to kill it off now so then Tyra could start smacking the other one a bit more.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'd love to be ripping that other dude's fucking guts out right now. I don't know why he's off guard to me, but I don't think his AC is 23
no,
natively, so I'll take
yeah,
it.
you still would have hit him. I had to do a manual off guard for Husara. So
That's what I figured.
I fixed it for... Yeah, that will still do damage. That may be enough.
Damage. Good.
You're down
And
to
then
a single cultist remaining.
out of curiosity, what kind of action would it be if I were to run over and instead of trying to hit that man, I instead try to jam my fist in his mouth so he can't chant?
An unarmed strike with -4.
Like a -4 circumstance penalty on top of map?
No, a map plus a -2. -2 circumstance and a map.
What do you guys think? Should I go for it?
Yes. We're not going to kill him unless you get like a crit. Even then, probably not.
Oh yeah, no.
So shutting him up might be the best thing to do.
Yeah, so I'll move here. I'm stuck in a wall, so you're gonna have to pull me out of the wall again. Yep.
I've got to actually make it so I don't have a ruler out, and you're there.
Appreciate you, boss man. All right, Tyra's gonna try and jam her entire fist in this man's mouth to shut him up. I'm going to give myself... Gonna give myself the -2. I'm gonna give myself the -2 circumstance penalty for freak shit.
And you miss.
Shit.
Barely missed.
Just imagining he's doing the chanting while Tyra's like got her hand in his face and he's just moving his head around.
I could always have him attack.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah. So and that brings us to the top of the order. Round 7. We're getting close.
I don't... Gotta say, gamers, I do not love this man is showing up on the initiative tracker now.
Yeah.
You see him strengthen once more, and as he draws a greatsword from his back.
No.
Oh boy.
And that is his turn, bringing us up to the guy in the middle, who in his chant says, "Chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crowd rise, souls now drowned." And Aziel in the middle says, "Your bones will line my throne, your eyes will bear witness when the maw opens wide." And we increase the counter 1. Next turn is Kieran.
Something that might be important to all of us. Is the cultist still chanting?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that means he probably isn't done.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at him. Just
Unless he just finished.
So, he took the 2 damage and then he just recovered his bleed.
All right, I will start off with a demoralize against the cultist.
And you succeed.
Nice.
Your god won't be there to save you where we're sending you. And then I will needle darts him.
Go ahead and nice roll.
You'll love to see it.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. I will.
Oh, I should have inspired again. I didn't realize it was time.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah. Mm.
So it's just straight damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it all.
That is it.
Korag.
Korag, you're just gonna try and go all out. Come on, dog.
Hit.
Oh no. That's
You had the bandit targeted. So I will adjust that. Me T and click damage for the cultist.
See if I can hit again. No.
Oh, I saw it roll off an 18.
The dice,
I'm
the
gonna
dice
hero point
froze on a 20 for me.
I think I'm gonna hero point that because I think this is our last round. So
This might be genuinely our last chance. That guy
And
just
I
pulled
lost
out a
the audio.
weapon, so I think...
I cannot hear you guys. So I'm going to try to figure out what's up.
We can hear you. Well, I can.
We're going to go here. Sound settings. Did it shift microphones on me? Nope, not there. Voice and video. Close. I am going to... Still says I have 78% power, but I'm going to plug in my mic. I'll have to come back in a second. Switch. Okay, I still cannot hear Tyra. Let me try to fix that.
Damn.
Even with the...
Go off and back on.
Yeah, so I think this guy's AC is either 21
I'm gonna
or
disconnect
22.
and reconnect. Something is weird with my sound. I cannot hear anything. And I'm gonna maybe have to fix OBS at the same time. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Oh. So I have lost sound. Me. Can one of you type in chat if you hear me? Can one of you type in chat if you hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Oh yes, I can hear you now. Let me check that
You hear
OBS.
us?
Yeah, let me check that OBS
We
is
hear
hearing
him.
everything.
Also, if you're talking, we can't hear you either.
I am
Although
talking.
if you can't hear us,
Okay.
how would you know?
Yeah, I can hear you. Voice and video. We are going to this.
We can hear you.
Yeah. I
Now
can hear
you should
that.
be able to hear me.
Yep.
I need to. Can you guys talk again really quick?
Yeah. I can
Hello.
hear it.
There.
Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that OBS is still seeing you guys. It does see you. I have no clue why I stopped hearing everything.
I should have delayed till after Chrome. That's what I should have done.
Yeah,
But
true.
that's my turn. I didn't think about that. I guess you could delay till after Tyra, Chrome, if you want me to move my third action.
Actually, yeah, like if you move with your third action,
Chrome can delay
and then I will swing, and then Crom can swing.
is that cool with you, Chrome?
Yes, fine, yeah.
Okay, so I will actually move.
So Korag, you blasted and missed.
Yep, other than the first blast, which I think he took damage for.
Let me go up.
No, yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He took 4 damage for that.
Oh, now hero point's working. But I'm good after that.
Okay, Crom, you are up.
I'm going to delay it into after Tyra.
Okay, so I'm gonna delay your thing, and brings us up to Husara, who will target. Ooh, I think you guys have a plan to get flanking or off guard on that thing.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Husara will attempt. Oh yeah, he critically succeeded.
That goes nice.
So highest saves are willpower and reflex tied.
Okay.
And he will reload. And
off guard to Husara for 1 minute.
okay. And I said reload. Oh, that's reload NPC. He's not an NPC. And then shoot.
You'll have to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, almost had 2 8s there.
Yeah. Oh well.
Almost.
It does take 17 damage, and it is definitely bloodied now.
That's good. Yeah.
And that will end his turn,
Yes.
bringing us up to Tyra.
Tyra is going to move over here, and I'm going to proceed to vivisect this man. Hopefully.
If not, hopefully I do.
Did we get our next hero points? Since it's a bit after 9.
Shift Control H. It probably did something when I bugged out, so I'm gonna give you the hero point. Yeah, because the timer was stopped. Oh, it probably did it during break.
Yeah.
So yes,
That'll do it.
Yep. The break kept the pop-up from handling.
All right, makes sense. Yep, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna hero point.
Ooh, yes.
Much better.
And max damage on it as well. Nice.
Hell yeah.
And it's still up.
Yep, let's go. Let's try it one time.
Yep, and I'm gonna map at him. Part of me is tempted to go for the unarmed strike because of how low he is and the fact that it's got a less map, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Because it's like we can. Yeah, I should be able to kill him anyway. Oh, very nice.
Tyra locking the fuck in when it matters.
Yeah. Wish I'd been able to kill one of the close bits in the but though. Not bad other than the damage. Oh. Oh boy.
Tyra runs up, runs her blade along this guy's side. Frickin' spins around to keep the momentum and lops the dude's head off.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tyso.
As you do that, Tyra, and the last cultist falls, Aziel in the center starts screaming, some of the chains broken, some of the chains still intact. The flames that you have previously experienced come back out to strike you.
Ooh, Korag and Husara. I'm not going to. Yeah. If you
there are
roll
worse
one,
positions where I could be in.
I have hero points. I won't die from this.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh yeah, but that.
I would like you guys to roll those saving throws.
Okay, succeed. Okay,
It's a good day to
and...
say. It's a good day to succeed on a saving throw.
I mean, yeah. Yep, and I have 5 resistance. It's nice.
I have to crit succeed to not go down, but if he's not dead, then that's fine.
Very happy with my nat 20 there.
Oh yeah.
I just go down. Yeah, there's no reason to try and reroll that. And
So that's the end of Tyra's turn once I see all the damage go through.
Oh yeah, half the damage up here. So it's halved. 3 damage.
Just
Because my
imagine-
second.
I'm just imagining every time Kieran just does like some ballerina moves and dodges like all the fire.
He's seen some fight, whatever it is.
Crom, you're up.
Oh boy, okay. What's my HP is? Oh boy. 12. Please, do we want to run away now or trying to? We are pretty low. So we're trying to run away and get someone who knows how to get rid of this thing more than we do, or what?
I mean, with all the cultists dead, I imagine this would be if this guy is still bound, I imagine he probably can't leave. So this would be a good time to flee. Though, if you are gonna run, I would ask that you grab Tyra and drag her out of her space, because I am in this guy's melee range. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes, good point. Okay, I will move to here, and I will attempt to drag Tyra. I don't know how it works.
It will.
I think you can move me 5 feet.
Yep, you can
Okay,
move a little bit, and I need to get to user artwork backdrops 2025.
So I've dragged Tyra 5 feet. You can't move, can't you? I'm not sure how you.
I guess preferably this space if you're willing.
This space here. Well,
Yeah.
I should be able to drag you twice.
That's true.
I'd have 2 movements. So you should be able to get to where I am right now. I drag it twice.
That's fair.
Okay, so I will go to here with dragging Tyra, so you need to be able to move, which is... Because I don't know how to drag you.
I'll trust T to do it when he is
Yeah.
busy or when he's done looking through things.
Where do you want me to drag you to?
Just in front of
Space
me.
right above where Crom is.
Okay.
Yeah, next to the dead wizard.
Okay.
That's my 3 actions, I guess. So.
That is your 3 actions. And with that, that takes us to the top of the order. Where we will click this. And I will click this.
Oh.
Come on, let me click. There was supposed to be 4 of those. So I'm just gonna...
1 was fine. We don't need 3 more.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That would be a total of 18. You guys don't need to roll saves. As the fire erupts around you, 2 things happen at the same time. The first one is you see Husara look directly at the whatever that thing is there, and he shouts, "Then let it in with fire and steel. Not one more chain, not one more breath. That thing escapes from this hall." He charges the creature, and as he gets there, that fire erupts. All of you take enough damage, or start to take the damage, that, come on. Let me get the journal open again. As you start to take the damage, glowing yellow and white chains start to surround you. A barrier starts to protect you from the fire. You start to take the damage, but it doesn't feel like it's... You feel the flames, but they do not feel like it is hurting you. Next thing you know, you are no longer in the temple. You know where you are.
Oh, great.
You're on the ground, unconscious.
Ah, shit, we got Isek hide.
As Husara is missing, the rest of you are on the ground. Let me get back to the ancient temple and end the combat, because that'll stop some of this mess.
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good way to send off a character.
You see the light spiraling downward into a helix, wrapping you guys like a thread drawn from the sun. Each of you see a vision of your greatest moment of defiance, your soul blazing against the dark. And then, all at once, the chamber collapses into white silence. You awake moments later on a distant cliffside. Let me turn this down. On a temple steps, long lost, in the shattered courtyard of an ancient Aurionic bastion. Alive, but the battle is lost. And you guys are all on the ground, barely able to move. What are you guys doing as a party?
Tyra's gonna fight to crawl to her feet.
Yeah, I'll be.
You are no longer dead, Korag.
Unconscious.
You are not. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not unconscious either. Oh, I closed the thing. I wasn't supposed to close that. We're gonna go here. Asriel
Good thing
battle.
there was a cutscene there. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Korag would have just died.
No,
Yeah.
I have hero points, which can stabilize me.
As you guys.
That's fair. I just wasn't sure how. I just wasn't sure how damage rolls interacted with being unconscious.
As you guys start to come to, all of you, in your minds, simultaneously, you get the scent of warm stone and citrus oil filling your nose. Golden sunlight spilling through lattice skylights, casting dancing flames across polished floors. You see the visions of priests in deep gold and white, tending to long planar script scrolls marking celestial alignments. A younger alkalite laughs as he adjusts the sundial lens too far to the left, and another brushes incense ash from a mosaic of Aurion's radiant crown. Children, yes, children are reading hymns aloud in the outer hall while a cleric pours sun-infused water over an ailing woman's hands. The light heals. You hear a phrase repeated. The day begins when the name is remembered. Then the sky goes silent. A shadow that does not belong to the night washes over the sanctum. Every bell in the tower rings without being touched. The priest looks skyward. One weeps. You feel the presence in your bones as a soundless quake tears across the veil. And from beyond the heavens, something strikes the edge of the sun. Runes begin to unravel mid-air, bleeding golden threads into black fissures. You watch a sunbeam split into 3, and then into none. Screams are muffled. Air folds inward. Inside, now you see inside a central sanctuary. 7 priests stand around a spiral altar made of fused flame glass. They chant in harmony, not words, but pure harmonics. The sound of 1,000 dawns condensed into a single sustained chord. Their robes smolder at the hymns. One of them, you feel her name, Herald Alendar, lifts a relic. A sunburst circlet split in 2. She speaks, though her voice is memory only. Let the flame forget. Let the name survive. Let light remember the path unseen. As they kneel, runes ignite around them in rings. Their bodies begin to translucently phase, becoming light and echo. You are outside the temple now, as if standing on the sea. The entire structure ripples, caught between light and shadow. The jungle thins, the mist glows gold, and then the entire temple begins to fold inward, shrinking not in size but in certainty. It blinks out of phased, not vanished, hidden. You feel it slip past the edge of the world, nestle between minutes and prayers, then silence until you arrive. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Oh, okay then.
Pretty good little ending thing. I did just want to comment on one of these images. Whatever is at like the bottom center of that apocalypse